All right, so I played for over 100 coaches in my life, and I'm dropping all the lessons I've learned from them over the years. All right, so part two, and this is one from my high school coach. His name's Lou Wilson. He has over 700 career wins as a coach. He's coached the McDonald's All-American game, and many NBA players have come through the program. I was just there for 2 years and got a chance to actually play for him. It was amazing. But one of the concepts that he had, and it was his concept of how we needed to score, right? He was a little bit more laid back in terms of the how we actually scored, in terms of like he really let talented players do what they wanted to do on the floor in terms of getting us the ball. But he had one thing in his head that he would always say to us. He's like, I don't really care how we get there, but if we score 25 points a quarter, chances are we will win, right? And that was just kind of a lesson in KPIs and key performance indicators early on in life, right? Having actual things to track, having metrics to track that lead to wins. And he basically said, in my career, I found that if we score 25 points a quarter or somewhere close to it, we will win the game. And so what that did was kind of allow us to get creative and not really have to fit in any boxes. We had some really talented players on the team. We had over 7 Division I players on my high school team alone. And those guys were good. Like some of the things that we would see on the court, they weren't planned. It wasn't a play that he called, but it allowed us to get outside of our own thinking and allowed us to play a little bit harder, allowed us to have a little bit more fun on the court. And I think that's why he saw a lot of success, was kind of giving autonomy. So how can you use this with your fitness, right? Have a metric that you shoot for, but be a little more lax of how you get there, right? If your goal is, hey, I need to hit 12 workouts in a month, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to do 3 times a week for 4 weeks straight, right? You might have a week where you really hit some momentum. You may work out 5 or 6 times during that week, right? The next week, you might have a busy work week, right? And you have to pull back. But if you tend to think of things on a longer term basis, right? Bigger metrics, that'll help you out in terms of getting creative, getting there, and not feeling like you're so boxed in and having to do things.